Hello, my name is Kimberly DeBerry, and I am doing my project on food deserts. So, food desert is a type of food insecurity, and it can be brought on by racial segregation, distance from supermarkets, lack of transportation, and other social issues. By discussing these issues, I aim to raise awareness about how low income communities are affected and how cities may have neglected to provide these communities with adequate access to nutritious foods. Addressing this problem and promoting access to healthy foods can help improve the well beings of families, children, and schools and contribute to their overall prosperity within these communities. So, some words to define food deserts. Food deserts is an area where access to affordable and healthy foods are limited. Food insecurities refer to the lack of reliable access to nutritious and safe foods. Food apartheid is a system of segregation that separates those with access to an abundance of healthy foods from those who are denied that access due to systemic injustice. And finally, food swamps. This is an area where there's more unhealthy options than nutritious options. So, some causes of food deserts are grocery store locations, transportation, and the level of incomes. A lot of grocery store owners don't want to open shops within food deserts because of these areas tend to be less profitable due to poverty and the lack of investments. Transportation is not always reliable, and for some people, it's far. Like bus stops can be miles and miles. And then the level of income, if you can barely pay rent, how are you going to be able to pay for healthier food alternatives? The impact of food deserts, it can impact your physical health, your educational well-being, and mental health. By stressing about when the next time you're going to eat, it can cause anxiety and even depression. A lot of kids go to school also to get food because that may be their only source. And if you're not eating, how are you going to worry about learning if you're hungry? Also, if you're consistently eating high in salt, sugar, carbohydrates, and trans fats, your chances of obesity, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and cardiovascular disease doubles. So, conclusion, what can we do? First, always need to inform. You need to inform so the communities recognize and the people within these communities recognize and want to take action. Okay. What are some ways of taking actions? Doing food hubs. One example of a food hub, you could say a farmer's market, but also, mobile stores that come within areas that don't necessarily have the healthiest food. So by implementing more food hubs, that is one way. Community gardens, by putting more nutritious, valued foods within communities and people being able to take what they need and also putting back, like, it's a community. It strengthens a community, and also smaller grocery stores. I would say, so in New York, they have a lot of like bodegas, but they also have healthy foods within these bodegas. So it's not just junk food or that. So in Durham, I've seen this around Cornwallis. There is a small, it used to be a gas station, but now it's a small grocery store. And by putting that option there, it allows that option. If you don't ever have an option, you're not going to ever change your mindset. So by providing that option, it gives people another mindset of, maybe I can buy this today. Maybe I can eat something good for my body today. So something like that. These are my references. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation, and I hope you gained some knowledge from it.